So we're here, first day of the video project. We're sort of just going to go around and film the landscape, sort of show everyone the skyline of Kibera. An interesting thing about this project that's really never been done before is outsiders always come in and sort of film Kibera, and that's the only real footage we get of it. But in this project, we're putting the cameras in the hands of the Kiberans so they can really show what their life is like here. So it should be a really interesting project. Unfortunately, when you walk the streets of Kibera, it's impossible to escape the massive amounts of pollution. And just while we were walking around, we took some footage of the pollution, so here you go.
Yote like mna meza onu bwana hasa duata kan de fida kan monaz de fera clip
So this next video is an interview I did with my friend Sele, who I met the first time I was here and reconnected with. He's taken a larger role in CFK, and he has some interesting things to say.
Okay, my official name is Suleiman Abubakar. I live in Kibera.
So what are the most challenging things about living in Kibera?
The most challenging things in Kibera is the living standard of people in Kibera. The living standard is it's beyond the standard. Yeah, people are living in the poverty line. Like you find a case like a person earning like less than $1 per day, and this you might find a person who has a family of like three children and a wife. It's so hard to person like this to survive. Another thing is paying of rent. Most people in Kibera are jobless. Yet when it comes to time of paying the rent, it's a kind of a problem to them to raise that money to pay the rent. Another thing is education. Education system in Kibera is beyond the standard kind of education that most people require. Like in Kibera, we will find like most of the schools here are informal schools. They are started by individuals, and these individuals, the aim is only making money.
So what are some of the best things about living in Kibera?
The best things in Kibera is life in Kibera is very cheap. Like you can use like 20 shillings, you can afford to buy a meal with 20 shillings. Another thing is people in Kibera are very friendly. We live in peace, harmony. Yeah. Another thing about the best thing in Kibera is how people interact, like between different ethnic communities.
Okay. What do you think can be done to make Kibera a better place?
The only thing can be done to make Kibera a better place is by introducing more facilities like hospitals, more schools to be brought in Kibera, and to be equipped with the modern types of equipment that we have so far in Kenya, and to be teachers to be trained, qualified teachers to be brought in Kibera, at least to the level of education to go higher.
So what has CFK done for the community?
CFK has done a lot of things in the community. CFK has done things like community service. This whereby teams go back to the communities and like clearing the streams, collecting garbages, taking them to the recycling, and empowering the youths by giving them information about HIV and AIDS, teaching them about drug abuse, and
So could you tell me what things were like in Kibera post-election?
During the post-election, it was very hard for some of the people because houses were destroyed, goods were stolen, yeah, people were killed, people lost their lives. Most families were separated. You can find like a mother going his way, father going his way, the children going their way. So during the post-election violence, it really affected most people in Kibera. And this was brought about by the two politicians we have, like the Prime Minister and the President himself. They are the people who brought this war. So during the post-election violence, it was a it was a mess in Kibera, I can say that.
Okay, thank you very much. These next videos are interviews I took with my team just while we were walking around on our first day, sort of introducing them to the cameras, teaching them how to be a little bit less camera shy, that sort of thing. So, have a look.
My name is Abdul. I'm doing the video project in Kibera, and basically, as you can see on my backside, that is the kind of lifestyle that we're living. And the drainage pattern, there's no drainage pattern, it's visible on my behind. And also as a main source for diseases.
You can see behind me, that is how the houses are placed. That means they are very close to one another. That is a very easy way of spreading communicable diseases among the residents of Kibera.
As you can see at my back is some of the views of Kibera. And Kibera is the largest slum in Africa. It holds about 1 million plus people, and most of the people live in serious poverty. Some of them even can live for less than $1 per day.
So that's all for today. Stay tuned.